All right, welcome back. We are diving headfirst into the real heart of chess, the middle game. This is it. This is where the magic happens, where games are won and lost, and where you really get to show off your creativity. You know that feeling, right? You've played your first 10, 15 moves. Everything's looking good, the pieces are out, the king's tucked away, and then silence. You look at the board and just think, okay, now what? Well, that's exactly the feeling we're going to conquer today.
But here's the thing. That now what moment isn't a problem. It's an invitation. It's where the real fun begins. It's not about what some book told you to play anymore. Now it's all about you. You get to be the artist, the author of this game.
So let's get into it. What even is the middle game? When does it officially start?
Yeah, there's no bell that rings or anything, but you can feel it. You know, most of your pieces are developed, they're off the back rank, your king is probably castled and safe, and then initial setup phase is over. The real battle is about to kick off. This is the moment you switch from playing by the book to playing your game.
Okay, so if we're not just memorizing moves anymore, how in the world do we figure out what to do? Well, it all comes down to 5 guiding principles. Think of these as your compass. Let's break them down.
Seriously, these 5 principles are everything. If you can keep these in mind, you will always know what to do next.
All right, first up, piece activity. This one's huge. You want every single one of your pieces doing a job. You know the old saying, a knight on the rim is dim? It's so true. A knight in the center is a monster, controlling everything. A rook on an open file is a beast. No lazy pieces. And then we've got pawn structure. This is literally the skeleton of the game. It decides everything. Are we going to have a wide-open tactical brawl or a closed-up strategic grind? Knowing this helps you find the weak spots in your opponent's position to poke at.
Okay, next up, and listen, this one is absolutely non-negotiable. King safety. You can have the most brilliant attack in the world, but if your king is about to get checkmated, none of it matters. Protect your king. Then there's creating threats. I mean, come on, this is what it's all about, right? Don't just make moves and hope for the best. Make your opponent react to you. Put them on their back foot. And finally, central control. Think of the center of the board as the high ground in a battle. Whoever controls it can get their pieces to either side of the fight much faster. The point here is simple. You have to be proactive. Always be the one asking the questions.
So if strategy is your overall battle plan, tactics are the sharp weapons you use to win the individual fights. These are the tools that win you material and, the game itself. Let's check out the most important ones.
First, we've got the pin. This is so common. You're basically freezing one of your opponent's pieces. It can't move because there's something more important behind it. And if that important thing is the king, that's what we call an absolute pin. That piece is, well, it's literally stuck. It cannot legally move.
Ah, the fork. Everybody's favorite. It's just so satisfying, right? One of your pieces attacks 2 of theirs at the same time. Bam! And who's the master of the fork? The knight, of course. That tricky L-shaped move makes it the absolute king of creating these double threats.
Now, the skewer. Think of it like a pin in reverse. Instead of attacking the less valuable piece to trap the one behind it, you go straight for the big one. You attack their queen or their rook, they're forced to move, and wham! You grab the piece that was hiding behind it. It's a fantastic way to win material.
And then there's maybe my favorite, the discovered attack. This is just beautiful. You move a piece and suddenly, bam, you've uncovered a hidden attack from another piece. It's like a trapdoor springing open. You can get 2 attacks for the price of 1 move, and it is an absolute nightmare for your opponent to deal with.
Okay, so we've got our big picture principles, and we've got our sharp tactical tools. The million-dollar question is, how do we put them together? How do we go from a vague idea to a real winning plan?
All right, let's talk about the fun stuff. Attacking the king. It's why we play, right? But you can't just blindly throw your pieces forward and hope for the best. You need a method. Like maybe you sacrifice a piece to blast open the files in front of their king. Or you use a pawn storm, just marching your pawns up the board. Maybe you do a rook lift. That's a cool one, where you bring a rook into the attack along the 3rd rank. The key, though, is that these attacks have to be prepared. If you go in half-cocked, you're just going to lose your pieces.
One of the toughest decisions in the middle game is when to trade pieces. Should you simplify or should you keep things complicated? Well, here's a great little guide. If you're already winning, say you're up a piece, then yeah, trade. It makes it way easier to win. But what if you've got this amazing attack going? No way. You want to keep all your firepower on the board to finish the job.
Okay, that was a lot, I know.
So how do you actually remember all this stuff when you're sitting at the board, your clock is ticking, and you're under pressure? Let's boil it all down to a simple, powerful checklist you can use for every single move.
Here it is, your 6-step thought process. Seriously, every time it's your turn, just quickly ask yourself these questions. Number 1, am I safe? Is my king okay? 2, what is my opponent trying to do to me? Don't fall for a trap. 3, who's my laziest piece? Let's improve it. 4, what's the pawn structure telling me? 5, can I create a threat, put some pressure on? And finally, 6, are there any of those tactics we just talked about? Any pins, forks, or skewers? If you can make this a habit, you're gonna find good moves consistently. It's a game changer.
Look, the opening is kind of like reading from a script, right? But the middle game, that's where you throw the script away. It's your canvas. It's your chance to be creative and to outsmart your opponent. So yeah, every middle game really is a new story. And you're the author. So go out there and write a brilliant